I thought, since we always talk about home, mag-change tayo ng konti. Let's talk about cars. You have already decided if you'll buy a car. Now, this is the second question usually pag napapag-usapan ng sasakyan. Should I buy brand new or should I buy a second-hand car? Good question. Is it necessary to buy a car here? Hi guys! So, dumating na ang ating package from Vevor. Tara, punta tayo. Ayan guys, so umorder tayo sa Vevor, Tough Tools, and Half Price o Shalan. Online to kasi nag-check ako ng mga chafing dish online and sa mga stores din. Ang problema, yung sa mga store, late ang delivery, hindi naaabot. Meron tayong house blessing. So, kailangan natin siya as soon as possible. Good thing si Vevor ay nag-deliver ng mas mabilis. So, ito na yung in-orderan natin. Dati kasi guys, lagi lang kaming nag-aluminum tray, yung mabibili sa superstore o kaya sa Dalarama. Ang problema, kasi di ba sa Canada sobrang malamig. So, kung sa Pilipinas malamig yung ihahain mo, dito, frozen na. Tapos may mga nakikita naman ako sa marketplace, kaso kasing mahal lang din, yung iba naman nagpaparent. Naisip ko, gagamitin din naman namin in the future siguro siya. Ayan, so may kasama na siyang ganito. Dito ilalagay yung candle or ano ba tawag doon? May nilalagay na alcohol, di ba? 4 yung binili ko. Tapos pinili ko yung bilog kasi yung bilog yung medyo hindi malaki. Yung mga rectangular, masyadong malaki. Syempre, pagka malaki yung lalagyan mo tapos konti lang naman yung bisita mo, magmumukhang konti yung handa mo pag nilagay mo siya sa sobrang lalaking mga lalagyan. So, mabilis lang to. Hindi ko siya in-order. Tapos, ngayon ay Tuesday. Dumating na siya agad-agad. So, kung meron kayong biglang handaan dito sa bandang Alberta side, I think ito ay nanggaling within Canada din. Kung hindi ako magkakamali, baka BC. Parang gano'n. Gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo. So, salamat! Ayan na guys. My tita heart is so full. Tapos na po natin siyang gawin. Ayan. Pinakita lang namin sa inyo yung final product. Ganito lang siyang kalito. Ayan. Hindi ko pa rin nalaman kung ilan talagang kilo ang kayang ilagay niyan. Pero, dahil konti lang naman ang bisita natin, siguro mga tigda-2 lang ang gagawin natin. Malaki pa rin siya actually. Pero at least meron na tayo. Ayan. Hello everyone, this is me again, Joy Fajardo. Welcome back to our new YouTube channel and this is Joy in Alberta. So, earlier nga guys, katatapos lang natin mag-ayos ng ating chafing dish. I think it's chafing dish, right? Malapit na tayong magpa-house blessing and dahil wala pa kaming masyadong gamit dito sa Alberta, I decided na bumili na nga ng mga chafing dish. So, very recommended ko yun guys. Vevor or Vevor, I don't know how it's pronounced. Pero yun, super recommended ko siya guys kasi umorder ako ng Friday, dumating siya ng Tuesday. So, okay na okay siya. Instead na dadaan pa kayo ng Walmart or ng Canadian Tire. Kasi yung sa Canadian Tire, medyo maliliit yung mga basic, yung mga lalagyan. And alam niyo naman tayong mga Pinoy, medyo pag naghanda tayo, yung koonti sa atin ay madami na sa typical ng Canadians, I would say. So, pag sinabi namin konti yung invited namin, siguro nasa 20 pa rin siya. Which is, pag sa Filipino, konti talaga yung 20, di ba? Nag-iba tayo ng location today, guys. Nandito tayo sa room ni Vibe kasi nandun sila Vibe at si Ate Christine sa aming sala. Medyo nanonood si Vibe ngayon ng Miss Rachel. So, ayoko naman sila kabalahin ng bonggang-bongga. So, ako na yung nag-move. Dun sa office, guys, medyo rinig nila ako. Alam niyo naman, shy type tayo. Charis. So, ayan. Lumipat tayo dito. So, ito ang side ng bahay namin na to. Kita yung sunset. Makikita nyo nga, may araw-araw pa. Gusto ko talaga, very ako sa sunrise and sunset. Parang, nakakatuwa lang. Very, siya. Very calming. And there's something so beautiful, so poetic whenever it's sunrise and sunset. Maganda lang siya. So, anyway, nabanggit ko lang. Busy nga tayo guys sa ating preparation for the house blessing kasi first time na magpapa-house blessing tayo na talagang tayo na lang. Before kasi syempre kasama namin yung mga dabarkads namin sa PI na namimiss ko na talaga sila kasi pag may mga handaan, pag may mga gatherings, pag may mga birthdays, parties, andyan lang sila, one call away and mag-New Year kami together, as in December 31st sa Lubong. January 1, magkakasama pa rin kami. January 2, magkakasama pa rin kami. Hanggang hindi bumabalik sa work, magkakasama kami. So talagang namimiss ko na silang lahat. So shout out sa aming isla kapamilya. So yan, namimiss na namin talaga kayo. Super, super, duper, 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 duper. And we know na namimiss nyo na rin kami. Especially si Vibe. Si Vibe lang talaga yung nami-miss nila. But anyway, yun. So, let's go to the topic for today. Syempre, kahit busy-busyhan ng lola nyo, hindi mawawala ang ating kwentuhan session dahil ito na ay naging panata, naging naging daily routine na natin na meron tayong kwentuhan session every day. So, ano nga ba ang topic na pag-uusapan natin ngayon? I thought, since we always talk about home, mag-change tayo ng konti. Let's talk about cars. Vroom, vroom. Okay, so what about cars? So, when you are in Canada, depending on the province where you will stay, it might be necessary to buy a car. It might not be necessary to buy a car. So, katulad nung sa experience namin, in PEI, it is a necessity to have a car kasi ang public transportation doon ay hindi kasing established as compared to bigger cities like say for example Toronto. We only have buses, limited buses, and cabs. That's it. We don't have MRT, we don't have trains, nada, nothing. So it's a must. It's almost a must to have a car. Although you can survive without one, but you'll have to walk at times. So, alam yan ng mga students sa PEI kasi may mga estudyante naman sa PEI na walang sasakyan pero nakaka-survive. So, kaya naman itawid. Pero, it's gonna make your life a lot easier to have a car and it's gonna make it very convenient for you, especially if you're gonna go on groceries or if you will have a night shift, night duty, kasi ang mga buses sa PEI may time. Here in Edmonton, to be honest, I'm not very sure kasi hindi ko pa rin natatry mag-bus. It seems like they have more buses and meron silang train system. Is it necessary to buy a car here? It may be easier if you have car, same with PEI, but I don't think it is kasi marami ng options sila dito. So, in terms of sa question, if you need to buy a car when you're in Canada, it really depends where or which province you choose to stay, which city in that province you choose to stay. So although here in Edmonton, Alberta, it might not be a necessity, baka pag pumunta kayo sa medyo mas ibang mga location, baka kailanganin din. So again, depende yan sa province, sa city na mapupuntahan ninyo. Now, you have already decided that you'll buy a car. Now, this is the second question usually pag napapag-usapan ng sasakyan. Should I buy brand new or should I buy a second-hand car? Good question. In our previous videos, I have already mentioned that I'm not a fan of buying brand new cars. And my reasoning is very simple. Cars don't appreciate, they depreciate. So that's the difference of personal property and real property. Real property typically appreciates and then personal property usually depreciates. So the moment you use your car, one winter, one summer, one fall, or whatever the season is, the moment you use your car, it's gonna depreciate. So if you bought it for 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, you can easily go 10,000, 20,000, even half the price depending on, you know, ganong kalayo ang pinakbo, gaano kaganda ang makina, or even the brand itself could affect the price. Then, I am not a huge fan of buying a brand new car. Having said that, it depends on the person. For example, kami ni Kiko, very opposite kami ng handy. Ano ba ang opposite ng handy? We don't know how to even change tires. Even yung pag-open ng para makita yung makina, I don't know how. So, if you are like us, who doesn't know anything about cars, and you are gonna buy a second-hand car on your own, it's gonna be tough. I mean, you have to have an expert to look at the car to know if it's well-maintained, is it worth buying, are there any damages, or are there any hidden small things there that's gonna make it more expensive after you bought it. Yun lang yung pag nagbabay ka ng second hand, kailangan meron kang kasama talaga na marunong sa cars to look at the car. Again, katulad namin, hindi kami marunong, and we have a baby, it might be safer to go for brand new. So, di ba, para sa safety. So, it's a balance between, should I spend more for something that I know will depreciate, or just go for the second hand that I am not sure if it's safe, if it's gonna work right. So, balansihin lang yung safety and yung practicality. When we arrived in PEI, we bought a 2005 Ford. Yung sasakyan na yun, tinatawag nila yung winter beater. Just for us to beat the winter, makasurvive lang kami ng winter. Almost 5 months namin siyang ginamit. And then, we decided to sell it and to buy still a second hand but in a better shape. Kasi ang nangyari dun sa Ford na yun, dahil nga winter beater lang siya, we don't really care so much about yung mga problema ng sasakyan. Makasurvive lang talaga kami because it's super cheap. We bought it for 1,500. Imagine, yung pinagbentahan noon, ang nabili lang ni Kiko ay isang bike, mountain bike. So, kapresyo lang siya ng isang mountain bike. Mas mahal pa yung ibang stroller ng mga baby kaysa sa kanya, di ba? Hindi siya for keep because we know that it's gonna cause us problems in the future, which is gonna be more expensive than buying another car na second hand pa rin naman, pero in better condition. So, we sold it. The person who bought it was a mechanic. Bumili kami ng second hand car with Honda. Usually, if you bought it from a dealer, at may kakilala kami ng mga mekaniko dun sa dealership na yon, so we are confident talaga na thoroughly checked yung sasakyan. I wouldn't say it's good as new, but it's as good as can be, right? For any second-hand cars. And one thing that is good in PEI is every year we have this thing called inspection. So magbabayad ka ng inspector ng car. So meron silang mga licenses to inspect to make sure that the car is in good condition to drive for another year. It's a 2015 Honda Civic. So from 2005, Ford something, I forgot na yung model. Nag Honda Civic kami 2015. That's 2020 nung bumili kami. So 5 years old pa lang siya at hindi pa kalayuan ng tinakbo niya. So parang city driving lang siya. And then, nung dadating na nga yung parents ko, madami kami, we need to buy a bigger car na kasya kami kasi yung Civic 5-seater lang. Naghanap kami ng mura-mura na 7-seater. Ngayon, before sa amin, yung aming mga double cuts sa PEI, bumili din sila nitong Mitsubishi Outlander. Ang bumili nun before si Ate Jess, si Kuya RK, si Ate Kikay, si Kuya J. So, given na yun yung binili nila, and then I do my research as well na parang okay naman si Mitsubishi Outlander, 4-wheel drive siya, and second na siya sa cheapest na 7-seater. So, yun na yung car namin ngayon. Si JD. JD kasi Jardine. So, tiga Jardine Street po kami dati. So, si JD yung car namin na dinrive namin from PEI all the way to dito sa Alberta. Which is, I think, mas naging confident kami to drive that long kasi we drove for 7 days. So, kaya kami naging 7 days is 8 hours a day lang kami nagde-drive. May isang araw lang na nag-drive kami ng 10 hours, 12 hours yata yun. Pero the rest is 8 hours or even lesser than 8 hours. And then, nagpunta rin kami ng Toronto. Nagstay kami doon para mag-city tour kasama ng aming Ninong Gerald. Ayan. So, shout out Ninong Gerald Barcelona. Thank you so much sa iyong pa-tour sa amin sa Toronto. So, yun. Nagstay kami doon kaya medyo tumagal. Pero, yun na nga, medyo mas naging confident kami to drive that car dahil nga, brand new siya. So ngayon, nag-iisip kami ulit guys kung kailangan namin mag-change. And the reason is because may baby na kami. So dati, nag-upgrade kami into 7-seater kasi dadating ang parents. Ngayon, parang kailangan namin mag-upgrade into a van. Maybe, considering, hindi natin alam kung magdadagdag, magpapalit, or kung ano man ang maisipan. Dati nagdagdag kami. Si Summer, napunta yun sa sister ko, nagdagdag kami si JD, yung Outlander. And then, yung ngayon, na iniisip namin kung i-trade namin si JD for a van, or i-keep namin si JD at kukuha kami ng van. Hindi pa namin sure. Pero the reason kung bakit namin nag-iisip na kailangan na namin noon ay may stroller na po kami. Tapos noon, dadating po yung aming mga cousins from the Philippines. So, dapat sila napupunta from Philippines. So, again, medyo magiging tight kasi meron kaming stroller, tapos meron kaming car seat, tapos kaming mga adults, and then yung kung meron kaming mga dala-dala na mga bags and all. So, very, very tight talaga siya kay Outlander. So, considering or titingnan natin kung ano yung mga magiging options. Pero siguro pagbalik na natin yan galing Pilipinas, unahin natin yung pag-uwi natin kasi isa-isa lang. Medyo mahina ang laban. balik tayo sa sasakyan. So we had a brand new. We opt for a second hand for the first 2 cars that we have. So depende yan sa inyo. Again, it's a balance between safety and being practical. So at the end of the day, it's your decision if you want to go for a second hand or brand new. If you don't even want to buy a car, it's up to you. But yeah, car is basically a mode of transportation. The objective of having a car is for you to travel from point A to point B safely. So as long as it can do that, then you're good. Everyone's preferences are different. So I hope na kung ano man yung maging decision nyo, whether to buy a brand new car, to buy a car, not to buy a car at all, we hope na maging happy kayo sa inyong decision. Kailangan nyo ng tips sa mga brands and all. Hindi man ako ang tamang-tamang tanungan. Put them below kasi alam ko may mga tao na tutulong sa atin sa comment section. So, check our comment section guys. Magpunta kayo doon at mag-comment din kayo. Ano ba ang car na gamit nyo? Brand new? Second hand? Anong brand yan? At anong model yan? Para malaman naman namin. Share it to us guys. We hope to hear from you and see you in the next video. Bye!